It kind of smells like barbecue. All right, so I took a little trip to the Dollar Tree and picked out a full face of makeup here to test. So of course, everything I'm going to be putting on my face today is $1. I did a full face of Dollar Tree video a couple years ago now, so I wanted to see if they had any new things and try this again. By the way, my face and neck are very red right now just from a hot pack this morning. We can ignore that. If you're excited for this video and you enjoy while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, so I picked up 2 different blender sponges. This one was limited edition, I'm guessing, for Valentine's Day. This one looked a little bit smaller than the other one I picked up. I just wanted to get both to try them out. Okay, so here's the sponge. It feels pretty hard. Yeah, very hard and like firm. And then here's the other one I got. This one's the Sassy and Chic brand. Ooh, okay, that one feels definitely a little bit squishier. Personally, I don't love wetting my sponges, so I think what I'm going to do is apply the foundation with a brush and then use this to kind of like smooth it out. This, I can already tell, is a hard pass. Literally, it's rock hard. This one might have potential. But the foundation I picked up is the Sassy and Chic Moisturizing Foundation in Light 1. I feel like at some point I might have tried this. I can't remember if it was in like a Shop Miss A video or something, but I feel like years ago I've tried this. Don't remember how it is, so we will see. So I'm going to squeeze them out on a palette. Whoa, I just got way too much. So I'm going to start with a brush on this side of my face. Just got a ton of product, so I'm just going to spread it over. See how it covers redness. It kind of smells like barbecue. What the heck? It smells like chemicals mixed with like a barbecue. Shade looks like it matches pretty perfectly looking at my neck. And right now it's looking like light coverage. It takes a while to work it into your skin. Like I've been blending this side of my face for at least probably a minute now, but now it seems to be kind of going into the skin better. So let's see on this side. It feels very thick, kind of feels like a thick gel. So I'd say it's pretty light. Whoa, where'd that come from? My head. Pretty light coverage, but let me see what it looks like up close. Doesn't look bad on the skin at all. Right now it's sitting on my skin a little bit like the Misha Perfect Cover. It's looking a little bit streaky, but overall it looks pretty good. So I'm going to use the bottom of that pink sponge and see if I can just kind of smooth out my forehead a little bit and press it into the skin. So this feels very hard. If you want a good dollar makeup sponge, Shop Miss A, the AOA brand is bomb. I've done a couple of videos testing out their products too, but I'll link that one down below. It's $1 and it's super soft and it's like comparable to the Beauty Blender. So I would just go with that one over this. This is very hard. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to try this black one and see if I can like build up around here where I have some more redness. This feels like a literal rock. Yeah, I would just go with the AOA sponge. I like the shade of this. It matches well and it doesn't look bad at all. So concealer is the one thing that I couldn't find there. There actually wasn't any concealer. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. This one is affordable from the drugstore. e.l.f. makes a really good affordable concealer if you need one. I did a whole video recently on my favorite concealers and the majority of them were drugstore. So if you need a good affordable option, you can check out that video. I'm actually going to bring a little bit of this over here just to cover some of the redness on my cheeks too. Just going to use my same foundation brush to blend that out on my cheeks and then a concealer brush for underneath my eyes. So there's only one powder and it looks pretty dark. I got this thinking maybe I'll use it as like a contour kind of. This is a super tiny pan. It only has 0.08 ounces of product. Just for reference, a Studio Fix powder has 0.52. I'm going to start this on my cheek area and just see what color it is and see if I kind of want to use it as like bronzer or contour or just powder. We'll see. Okay, so I'm kind of building it up and that's actually a pretty like bronzer shade on my skin tone. Like just for a super natural, if my foundation was a little bit light or something, it looks very natural. I really like using other foundation shades as bronzers because they tend to look way less orangey and they kind of add some coverage there. So that shade looks pretty. I like that tone and everything. Looks nice on my skin as just like a wash of color. So next I have this LA Colors brow pencil in dark brown. They had a few different shades of this. A pure black one, dark brown, and I think like a blonde or light brown or something. This is just a standard, you sharpen it kind of brow pencil, not retractable or anything. Hopefully I picked the right shade. I almost got the black one, but it literally looked like pure black. I probably should have got both and just mixed the two. Yeah, that shade looks a little bit light for me, but that's okay. Looks kind of weird because my permanent brows are darker underneath than the color, so it's given like a weird effect. But the actual pencil is nice. I think it's totally doable. I think I should have got the black one probably. Yeah, shade looks a little funky. If I got the black shade, I think I would like that. I like the formula of that, and for $1, this I am so curious about. This is like a friggin' mini setting spray right here. It says perfect for travel. Yeah, it's only 0.22 fluid ounces. The travel limit is 3.4. So this is a pretty small spray here for $1. That's just something to be aware of with Dollar Tree or dollar stores in general. A lot of times you think it's a good deal because it's only $1. But if you look at the price per ounce, a lot of times it's a major ripoff. So just be aware. So tiny. Oh God, getting crazy over here. So hopefully the sprayer on here is decent. Oh my God, why can't I keep this thing in my hand? This is the size of a friggin' toothpick. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that smells interesting. Kind of smells like carrots. So the sprayer wasn't bad. I definitely have high-end sprayers that are worse. You can get an even spray with this one if you kind of just go with it. It looks like it has a bit of a glow, which I like. It smells weird. It feels a little bit cooling or something, especially around my pores. My base is looking pretty good right now for just like light coverage, natural look. It's looking glowy and pretty. It doesn't look like cakey or anything. It looks pretty good. So I got another bronzer to try. This is the LA Colors bronzer in Working Gal. And this one looked like it had the prettiest tone. I think there was one that looked like super orange. This one definitely looks like it's going to be dark, but I think if I use a bigger brush and kind of like diffuse it, hopefully it'll work. Just taking my powder brush and going over that to blend it out and kind of diffuse it. So if you have a little bit of a darker skin tone than I do, I think the formula of this is actually nice. It's blending out really well, and it feels, I don't know, there's something about it that just feels very like silky on the skin. So I like the formula of it. This we might use for eyeshadow too. Have this Beauty Benefits blush here. It looks like a pretty just neutral shade. Okay, it's definitely very sheer. I don't mind sheer blushes if they build up because then it kind of gives you more room to work with them. I'd way rather have it be sheer and buildable than super pigmented right off the bat with a blush. So that's looking pretty. So the only face highlight product I could find was this LA Colors stick. It says contour stick, but then the shade is highlighter, and it's definitely like a highlight. However, I'm very confused about this shade. On the top here, it looks like it's almost going to be like a taupe. So let me swatch this and see. Okay, so there it is right there. I think that will be doable. It's definitely pretty cool tone for a face highlight, but we're going to try it since it's the highlight that they had. And I can always use this on my eyes too, but I'm going to hope that this works on my face. So I think I'm going to start by applying it to my finger and then kind of like tapping it on. Ooh. Okay, I think that shade is totally doable. It looks weird in here, but once it's on the face, that looks pretty. Kind of looks like one of my ColourPop cream highlights. That looks so good. Okay, I'm loving that. You do have to kind of build it up, like I'm going in with this. Whoa, hair. But it's looking nice on the skin. I like the color. I just applied a bit of an eyeshadow base, and now we're going to test out some Dollar Tree eyeshadows. I got a few. I think I'm going to use like that LA Colors bronzer and stuff as well, but I also got this 3-color shadow in Sunflower. It looks pretty. Looks like the light one might have a little bit of a shimmer to it. Can't tell if it's totally matte or not. And then I also got this Wet n Wild Color Icon Brass. This is like a really pretty glitter. And then this, now I'm excited because this is the same kind of thing as this product, except this is their bronzer shade. This wouldn't work for my skin tone, but if you had a deeper skin tone, you could use this as a highlight, but I'm going to try using this as a like shadow stick. So I'm going to start off by taking the middle shade right here and blending that into the crease. This looks like it's going to be a pretty transition shade. Let me know if you guys would want to see another Shop Miss A video testing out their dollar makeup because they have some bomb stuff. And I feel like they're also releasing stuff really frequently. Then I'm going to go with this shade. Ooh, that's pretty. It feels soft too. That one feels really nice. I'm gonna blend that out afterwards, but so far so good. Oh yeah, that feels nice and it's pigmented. Look at that. Just using a fluffy brush to blend that out. That shade is pretty. It's blending out nicely. Looks nice and soft. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer shade to deepen it up a little bit. These are looking pretty. So now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer stick here and use it as eyeshadow. Just gonna apply that straight to my lid. So again, this one looks totally different. Look at the color on here versus on the lid. Looks completely different, which is nice for a face highlight, which is what this is, you know, intended to be. So I think for that, it would be nice because it does look like it's a pretty tone for more of a face highlight, but it doesn't look very metallic at all. Could almost use this as like more of an eye primer, just the feel of it. I'm gonna take the lightest cream shade on my finger. Oh, that one looks pretty. I could probably use that as a face highlight too. Press that on the lid. Oh, it almost looks like kind of purple. I'm gonna go back in with this shade and blend on those edges a little bit. That brown shade is really pretty. I like the feel of it. I feel like we need some help on the lid, so I'm gonna try the Wet n Wild Color Icon Glitter in the shade Brass. Oh, there is like a gel kind of thing under here, so the layer on top feels really dry, but then once you dig in, it actually is wet, which I like because then you don't have to use a glitter glue, so yay for that. So I'm just gonna tap that glitter onto the lid, hopefully. Definitely feels pretty wet, so I'm just kind of building that up. Okay, that looks pretty with the purple under it, actually. I'm curious to see if this dries down because it feels like pretty tacky right now, but it does look pretty for just like a wash of a glitter. Let's see if this side's drying. No, this side still feels pretty sticky. I'm gonna go in with the same highlight shade I used for my face, the lighter one, and apply this to my lower lash line in the inner corner down here. Let's go back in with this brown shade. Blend that guy on the bottom a bit. So I have this LA Colors liquid eyeliner. I think this was the only eyeliner they had. I feel like I've tried this one. Can't remember what I think. I'm just going to create kind of a straight line with this one and try and line my lash line, not do a wing, because I do have lashes that I'm putting on. Okay, that looks pretty nice and black. Okay, keeps getting thicker. It has that kind of, has that kind of brush that is just so flimsy that for me it's hard to get like the thin straight kind of line because it just bends and then you end up having way too big of a line. So that's what's happening here right now. I look fine once I have lashes on. Obviously it's not the straightest line in the world. I have some pretty intense lashes, so I'm not too worried about it. I think these are going to cover the line anyways. But first let's do mascara. So I picked up the LA Colors Volume Rich Black Mascara. There were a few different mascaras. This one kind of reminded me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex wand, so I want to try this one. Wow. Not my best work on this eyeliner, I must say. Whoa, that looked like super gloopy. What is happening with that? Look at how gloopy that is. Okay. It's giving a pretty light, like natural effect. Definitely looks very natural. The way that this is sitting in the bottle or something, it's not quite getting the actual mascara on the wand. It's kind of ending up on the tip right here, as you can see. So I think that's part of the problem. There's just not a whole lot of actual mascara on here. Yeah, I would definitely pass on this one. They had a few different lash options. These ones were from the Valentine's Day section. Lash out, flash those lashes, flutter a few hearts, and spread some lash lovin', ladies. I kid you not. What dude copywriter wrote that? Okay, so I'm gonna first measure these against my eyes, see how much I need to trim down. Okay, so just a little bit. I'm just waiting for the lash glue to dry, but I wanted to check in because the eyeliner is like going downhill. I don't know what's happening. I haven't touched it at all, but it's getting like pretty patchy. It's like coming off in certain spots, just looking not great. Like it's starting to look kind of gray. Okay. Having a little bit of a challenging time over here because the band on here is so scratchy and hard that my eyes keep watering and then the lash glue isn't sticking and they also just don't bend at all, so it keeps like popping up on either side. Did I get it? Maybe that one's gonna stay. I don't know how you would wear these for more than like 10 minutes because they're just so uncomfortable. Like they're very scratchy feeling and hard. But the look of them, they look pretty. It's just, I don't think you'd be able to keep these on your eyes, or I definitely wouldn't. So while those are hopefully drying down and staying on my eyeballs, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Wear Mascara in Very Black. So my holy grail lower lash mascara used to be the Wet n Wild Mega Length before they discontinued it. This one looks pretty similar, like the wand, so I was really excited when I saw this. I like a really tiny bristled wand for the lower lashes just so it's easy to get in there. These might be the most uncomfortable lashes I've ever worn. My eyes are like on fire right now. So the wand is definitely bigger than the Wet n Wild Mega Length wand. It just looks kind of like a standard one, but use it for the lower lashes. So last step is lips. I picked up two different lipsticks here. This one comes with a little lip liner, it looks like. So I'm going to first go in with this. It's in Ginger Spice by Colormates. And then this one is a little bit lighter and looks kind of like a peachy. This is Satin by LA Colors. This is the tiniest lip liner of life. Ooh, that's a really pretty shade. Just going to bring that all over the lip. That's pretty. Just use that as like a matte lipstick. Kind of reminds me of Stila Patina. Remember that shade back in the day? I almost don't even want to put the lipstick over top. It's also just looking really smooth on the lips. Ooh, I like that. Here's what that lipstick looks like. I'm gonna swatch it. It looks pretty. Let's go over top. It smells good. I'm gonna try and layer the lighter one since we have it. I don't think that did a whole lot. Maybe slightly lightened it. I actually liked how it looked the best with just that matte lip liner. I'm gonna kind of like go back over top. This is the final Dollar Tree makeup look. I feel like besides the liner and lashes, everything else came together pretty well. I think the two standout products for me are the lip liner, even though it's like baby and you'd probably go through this super quick. The shade of this was pretty and you could just use it as a lipstick and put it all over. I like how that looked better before I put on the metallic kind of lipstick. So I think that was really pretty. This was not bad at all. These blended out really pretty and the formula felt nice. And then the other standout is the face highlight. I mean, I think it's super pretty. And then I think the formula of this is really nice if you have a darker skin tone. My base does now look like it's starting to get some creasing and stuff, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there are any Dollar Tree products that you found that you like consistently use and really like and that I need to pick up. I cannot wait. Actually, you know what? Oh no, I need to get a thumbnail. I was gonna say let's just peel these off together because I can't friggin' wait. Gotta get a thumbnail first. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. Hallelujah. All right, so today, what just died? Whoa, my light died.